Today I'm going to share with you 10 morning routine habits of successful people, and by the end of the video you'll have some ideas on what routines you can implement tomorrow. Morning routine number 1 is have a silence policy. What's a silence policy? It means by a certain time you don't check your messages, you don't check your phone, you don't check your email, you don't check your notifications. Why? Because when you do that, that means other people are controlling your time. Are you with me? Do you want other people to control your time? No, of course, you want you to control your time. So do you see the power of having control, of setting the tone of how the day will go, right? So when you set the silence policy, you are in control of your time. Not other people, you. You are in control of how your day will go. Are you with me? My silence policy, I call it the 1 p.m. policy. What's that? It means by 1 p.m. I don't check my email, I don't check my Slack notifications, I don't check Facebook. That's my rule. So that allows me to give me time to focus on myself. Now, you may not have so many hours in the morning to focus just on yourself. You can start with 1 or 2 hours just focusing on you. Does that make sense? Okay, morning routine habit number 2, do the hard things first. What does that mean? It means doing the hardest, the most difficult, the biggest tasks, the biggest projects first thing in your morning. Why? Because willpower runs out as the day progresses, right? I think you've heard that before. Why? Because we have our biggest reserves of willpower in the morning. Then, as the day progresses, our willpower gets less and less and less. It's like a gas tank for a car. You start the day with a full tank of gas, and as the day progresses, you consume that gas, right? So as throughout the day you make decisions, those decisions lower your willpower. So when you get to the end of your day, you have less willpower, less energy to focus on your bigger projects. So how can you focus on your big projects up front? What are some of the hardest things you could do in the morning? Some people like to work out. Some people like to work on their business. Some people like to write their book. What can you do? What is your biggest project right now? So work on that in the morning. Morning habit number 3, that's think. Thinking time. Successful people think. That's the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. Successful people, they think, they use this. They use what's between their ears, their brain power. That's what makes humanity the dominant species on the planet, right? Our ability to think. Problem is, most people don't think enough. Why? Because it's boring. Sometimes it's very boring just to sit there and just think. So, but if you can do it, if you can train yourself to do it, if you can learn to enjoy it, then you get a huge advantage compared to everyone else. Why? Because thinking allows us to make better choices, and better choices lead to different results. Is that making sense? Morning habit number 4, and that's clean your environment the night before. Well, that's not in the morning. It's not in the morning, but remember this, your morning routine starts the night before. Why is it important to clean our environment the night before? Because that allows us in the morning to start with a victory, with a success. So we get to start the morning on a positive note. So can you see how that's much more powerful than cleaning your environment the first thing in the morning? Because some people, they say, oh, let's wash the dishes in the morning, let's clean up in the morning. No, do that the night before, so in the morning you start with a victory. Are you with me? Morning habit number 5, and that's have a gratitude practice. Many successful people have a gratitude practice, and that's very critical, because our gratitude, it's shifting our emotions, so the rest of the day we're more happier, and that allows us to be more productive, and we feel better. And when we feel better, we make better choices. Is that resonating with you? Can you see yourself using the gratitude practice? By the way, I have another video on how to start a gratitude journal, so you can check that out later. Also remember that starting a gratitude practice can be difficult at the beginning, because it's like a muscle. The muscle is weak at the beginning, but if you do it consistently, when you do that, then it gets easier and easier to feel grateful and joyful and happy all the time, and that allows you to be more productive as well. Morning habit number 6, that's learn. Many successful people, they learn in the morning. They spend 10-15 minutes just reading a book. Or, for example, I do audiobooks. The first thing I do in the morning before setting foot on the floor, I take my headphones, my phone, and start playing an audiobook. So immediately, the first thing I do, I start learning. And then I go into my other habits in my morning routine. So how can you incorporate learning, reading, or audiobooks in your own morning routine? Also, before I go into the next habit, if you want to learn more about habits so you can transform your life, then subscribe today, because I'll be sharing a lot more about habits in the near future. Morning habit number 7, that's waking up early. Now, there is a common misconception about waking up early. When people say that or hear that, they think, oh, I'm gonna lose on sleep. No, sleep is very, very critical. So what you can do is actually go to sleep a little bit earlier. Remember, the morning routine starts the night before. So go to sleep a little bit earlier. That would allow you to wake up earlier as well. So why is that important? There are many benefits to waking up early. One thing, you are more in line with the circadian rhythm of the night and day. That's gonna boost your energy. You see, having energy is useful. We can be more productive. Why else is waking up early important? Is because if we wake up before the other people, that gives us time just focusing on ourselves. We can meditate, we can work out, we can take a walk and just be alone with our thoughts and do thinking time. So, can you see yourself waking up just a little bit earlier every single day to start with and build that momentum? Imagine you wake up earlier than all the other people. How much more could you get done? Morning habit number 8, that's take care of your physical body. Now, many people have different habits, different routines of taking care of their physical bodies. Many people work out, other people do cold showers, other people like to drink a green smoothie. So what could you do? What would you benefit from? How can you take care of your physical body? Let me know in the comments. Morning habit number 9, that's have me time. What's me time? Me time is when you're one-on-one with yourself, with your own thoughts. You connect with yourself, because it's important to have time for ourselves, right? Many people, they don't take care of themselves. They just try to take care of everybody else. But what's the problem with that? We burn out, right? Let me say that again. If you don't have an hour for yourself every single day, then you don't have a life. So, what could you do in that 1 hour? Can you see the importance of having 1 hour for yourself? Imagine how much more happier you would be if you just have that one-on-one time with yourself. Morning habit number 10, and that's write down your goals every single morning. Why? Because most people, we forget. Most people, we lose clarity. Clarity is a process. So if we don't focus every single day on our goals, then we're not gonna make progress in that direction, right? Also, Tony Robbins says, where focus goes, energy flows. So imagine you focus every single day a little bit on your goals. Could you see how much more progress could you make? So when you write your goals in the morning, you'll take advantage of what's called the priming effect. What that means is for the rest of your day, your subconscious mind will be processing, will be thinking a little bit about your goals. So when an opportunity comes up, then you will be much more likely to take advantage of that opportunity. Can you see the power in that? Yes? Okay, so there you go. You have 10 ideas for morning routines, 10 powerful ideas you could use tomorrow or even today. So please pick one, because if you don't implement, then what's the point of watching the video? So implement, pick 1 or 2, implement, see how it goes, and try it out as an experiment and let me know how it goes. Which morning routine was your favorite? Which morning routine are you going to implement first? This is Coach Adam, and my intention is to help you build better habits so you can transform your life. So if you want better habits, then subscribe today.